All right, let's do something a little different today. Think of this as a time travel journey. We're going to be guided by OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, to explore the future he's trying to build. A future that, let's be honest, is coming at us way faster than any of us really expected.
Wow. Just let that sink in for a second. This is the world we're stepping into. And that one sentence from Sam Altman just perfectly captures the massive scale of the change we're all living through. So what does this future actually look like?
Well, our journey starts right here, in the present, with the next huge leap in AI, GPT-5. Now, its predecessor, GPT-4, was already incredibly smart. But this new model, it's a whole different ballgame.
And this, right here, is the fundamental shift. Before, we had this amazing expert that could answer pretty much any question you could think of. But now, with GPT-5, we've got an instantaneous creator that can bring your ideas to life almost as fast as you can think of them.
The secret sauce here is coding. You know, GPT-4 could tell you how to build something, but GPT-5 is so good at programming that it feels like it can just do anything on a computer for you. It completely closes that gap between knowing something and actually doing it.
There's this great little story from Altman himself that just nails this point. He remembers how long it took him as a kid to program a super simple game on his old graphing calculator. So he asked GPT-5 to do it, and poof, it spit out a perfect version in seconds.
But here's where it gets really wild. He didn't just stop there. He started asking it for new features, changing things up, and just watched the game evolve in real time. So this isn't just about being fast. It's about this new, fluid, interactive way to create that just wasn't possible before.
So these incredible jumps in creative power, they're all building towards an even bigger, much more ambitious goal: the creation of superintelligence.
Now, superintelligence can sound like a vague sci-fi idea, right? But Altman gives us a very concrete, almost practical definition. We're talking about an AI that could literally do the job of the entire OpenAI research team better than they can, and could run the whole company better than he can. This leads to a huge milestone on that path. When does AI go from just summarizing what humans already know to discovering genuinely new things? The CEO of Stripe, Patrick Collison, put that exact question to Altman. And Altman's answer is frankly startling. He thinks that by late 2027, so just a few years away, most of us will agree that an AI has made a major scientific discovery. This isn't some far-off dream. This is happening on our watch.
But there's a massive barrier we have to cross first. You see, right now, AI is superhuman at tasks that might take an expert a few minutes. The next great challenge, the real game changer, is making it superhuman at problems that take our absolute best minds 1,000 hours or more of deep, focused work. So how do we get there? Well, the whole industry is facing three huge bottlenecks. First, there's compute, the insane cost and energy needed for all the GPUs. Second is data. AI can't just keep reading the internet forever. It has to learn how to find new knowledge on its own. And third, we need brand new algorithms to unlock deeper kinds of reason.
Okay, so now let's jump forward. Let's head to 2030 and beyond, and really explore what this whole transition means for us, for society, for our day-to-day lives. Remember those AI-generated videos of bunnies on a trampoline that went viral? I mean, they were cute, but they also showed us just how easily we can be fooled. And that brings up a question that's about to become central to everything. Altman's perspective on this is pretty fascinating. He doesn't think there will be one single moment where we suddenly can't tell what's real. Instead, our very definition of real is just going to shift. I mean, we already accept heavily photoshopped pictures and CGI in movies. The line is just going to keep getting blurrier, and we'll just adapt. And of course, this leads us to maybe the biggest anxiety around AI: jobs. If you're a young person today, maybe just starting out, what does your career even look like in a world where AI can do so much? But here's the twist. Altman's view is the complete opposite of what you might expect. He says that if he were 22 and graduating today, he would feel like the luckiest person in history. Lucky? Why on earth would he say that?
The answer comes down to one word: leverage. For the first time ever, a single person with a great idea has access to tools that can do the work of what used to be a team of hundreds.
This makes it possible for one-person companies to build things that serve millions, and maybe even become a billion-dollar unicorn, all by themselves.
And this all leads to the final, and maybe the most important part of our journey today, figuring out our role in actually shaping this future.
Altman uses this perfect analogy, the transistor. The transistor was a foundational piece of tech, an incredible invention. But its real impact didn't come from the companies that made the transistors.
Think about it. When you use your phone, you're not thinking about the transistor company. You're thinking about Apple or the person who made your favorite app. The transistor was just the base layer. AI is exactly the same. It's the new infrastructure, and the real revolution is going to come from what we all build on top of it. This isn't a future that's being made for us. It's a future that's waiting to be made by us.
And that leaves us with the one question that matters most. The tools are here, and they're getting more powerful every single day. The real story of this revolution isn't going to be written by a handful of companies. It's going to be written by the millions of us who use what they've built. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?